Okay, back at it again on the small portfolio. Um, what am I looking at today? First things first, swung this NVIDIA. As I mentioned in my last video about the small portfolio, the why is this red? Oh, I don't know why that's red. Um, but yeah, so closed at 172%. But yeah, definitely was going to be a swing. I actually had someone in my DMs mention that they don't mind the addition of $25 because that's what they would do if they saw like one more perfect trade. Um, so you guys let me know like how you feel about that. Like, should I withdraw that money or just let this extra 25 I put in roll on with the portfolio? Um, I don't care either way. So there's that. But this was a swing. Usually, or typically, ultimately, ideally, you can buy more than one contract, right? So what I would want to happen is we have enough in the portfolio to buy multiple contracts. And before close yesterday, so down here, you take some profit, right? 172% return is great. So you want to be able to at least be banking something and then just swing your runners. Granted, we are going to gap up. So there will be quote unquote money lost, but you definitely want to be banking something along the way. Okay. Had I had more contracts, that's what I would have done. The other thing I swung is SMCI on the big portfolio. I swung it with Jihi on voice chat, like right before close. Um, so yeah, those are the two things I'm watching first thing in the morning. Um, and then let's see, what are we looking at for the day? Just go through the list. Um, I want to pull it up in a way that's easy to view. 2 seconds. Okay, here we go. Um, great. Spy, I'm not super interested. I'm sure there'll be something hectic happening. But out the gate, not that interested. And actually, I'm going to look at the 12 hour, the week, and the month just to see what's happening. This is an interesting drop though in SPY, so I want to look and see if that's also happening. Yeah, it's also happening in NVIDIA. So, side note, I guess. Okay. Um, SPY. Okay, not that interested. AMD. Honestly, we may fill this gap this week, maybe next week. I'll have to see how AMD opens. It's not an actionable signal for me. Not trading Apple. It's a double inside month. Adobe, also not trading. Talked about Nvidia. Tesla. We'll have to see what Tesla does. But if this is a continuation on the day, I want to get in at the 4 hour. So here. I want to trade like probably 300 or like 295 contracts that expire tomorrow, Friday. If I get into that. Let's see. Carvana, not interested. Amazon, not interested. Amazon's been sort of stuck in it. I just don't see any reason. I guess you could trade to this gap, right? Um, failed to up, down into the gap. The week is. I'm just not that interested. Palantir, also not interested. Oh man, I may have to just like wait for everything to open because I don't see anything that is like super perfect exciting. Because everything is so bullish, but I'm seeing maybe a bearish setup or two, but I don't want to trade against continuity. Looks like gold is going to have an interesting. How do I go back? Yeah, this is interesting in gold. Could fill this gap. Flip the day back green. Oh, the week back green. Hmm. I'll have to ask Solanke. I don't know enough about gold. Not that I'm trying. Um, that's interesting. Well, I feel like this video may be boring. I don't see anything that I like. I keep saying I don't want to short a firm, but apparently I don't want to long it either. This is such an easy trade. I don't know why I didn't take... Whoa. I don't know why I didn't take it. I have shares of a firm, but that's silly. Okay. MU. Oh, I'm getting out of this today. I've been in MU since like here, right? What was it? The second week of June? So getting out of these today. They expire tomorrow anyway. They had earnings. Good for them. Did well for me. Spotify, also just not interested. SMCI, I swung. Yeah, I don't actually see anything that's exciting. So, well, you could take Google to outside week. Let's see what the 4-hour gives you. No, I just... QCOM could go outside week. I just don't like any of this stuff. Yeah, I guess you could also take a TIM 322 continuation down to hit weekly target. So this is the weekly target on TEM. I won't trade that. I just don't care enough. Yeah, I don't see anything that is exciting for me. I'm sure something will happen in the chat, but the things that I am watching, so the Nvidias, the AMD, SMCI, and Teslas, those will move, and then I'll just bank on that move being worth it. So I'll let them open and just see where we are and see how we go, but nothing is like shouting at me to watch and get in. I know there was some chatter about HIMS. I know someone shorted the heck out of it yesterday. Yeah, interesting. This could be fun. So, entry here. Hello? Okay, entry here. Add an alert on this 322 continuation down for outside month. I know there's only 4 days left in a month, but the way that HIMS is falling, this could be fun. It's a little riskier for me personally because I never trade this ticker. But this could be fun. And then I know there was some conversation about Okado. Also, interesting target here, right? Weekly target. That flips the month red. Then you could have some real fun downside movement next month. This could be cool. I'll put my eyes on it. Can't promise I'll trade either of those. I like to stick to my spot. I know Oracle has been a conversation. I want to keep these videos under 10 minutes, so I'm about to close this out. Oracle already went outside week. This could go down. Just don't know. Okay. This felt like a pretty boring video today, but that's where we're at. This is what I'm most excited about. AMD, Nvidia, SMCI. Likely possible short on Tesla to keep going down. That's what I'm eyeing. Okay, bye.